What's going on, guys? So today we're going to talk about Topstep and a few updates that they have implemented to their accounts. A lot of new stuff that they're releasing, so a lot of people are confused. So let's dive into it and see what's going on, what are the new updates, what are the new payout requirements, and so on and so on. First of all, I personally think that Topstep is still the number one prop firm in the prop firm industry. Obviously, there's a lot of good ones coming out and they're slowly building, but I do think that Topstep is still number one to this day, even though they've been getting a lot of bad publicity lately. As you know, they've had some issues with Project X platform, which left a lot of people not happy. But from my personal experience, anything that ever happened with Topstep with me before, they always made it right in my personal experience. Again, this channel is not huge, so I'm not one of those guys who has a lot of followers and they only made it right because, you know, I have some sort of influence, which I don't. So that should speak volumes. They always paid me out. There's a lot of speculation going on that Topstep is going down and they can't afford to pay people anymore. That is not true. First of all, Topstep has been around forever. Second of all, they just launched a Super Bowl ad. And if you can afford to launch a Super Bowl ad, I don't think that you have a money issue. And again, I never had a problem with payouts. So first of all, let's talk about all the new graphics and all the new designs. It looks absolutely sick. I really like it. The ultimate trading experience. Obviously, when you say something like that, you have to keep up with the expectations. So I think they're doing a great job so far with it. I don't know why it's focused on snowboarding, but it is what it is. So they added a bunch of new stuff here. Topstep learn, trade, earn, trade our money, or you will have the option to trade your money soon when a Topstep brokerage comes around. Your capital, your control, your opportunity. I think it's very cool. I do think when it comes out, I'm going to give it a shot, see what the margins are, see what the platform is. I'm a big fan of Project X platform, even though, again, a lot of bad publicity lately. But for me, it's so simple to use, very easy to put orders in, very easy to set up stop losses, take profits. And even though they've been getting slammed lately, for me, it's still the number one option. Just new designs. What we want to focus on is we want to focus obviously on the updates that have been made to the Express accounts, trading combines, and the life funded accounts. Let's dive in step by step. We'll take it from the combine and then we'll move into live account updates and go from there. Number one thing, starting with the combines, is that I think it was a month or two ago, they did drop the prices down on the combine and the activation fees by $20. So now the regular 50,000 account is $49, and then the activation fee is back to $150, back to where it was originally. The no activation account was at, I think it was $80-something, $87 or $89, and then they obviously upped the price by $20 on everything else. I think they did that to every single account. So whatever the original pricings were, I think they came back to them. The trading combine rules, they have not changed. They have stayed the same. $3,000 profit for 50,000 accounts, $6,000 for 100,000. 9,000 for 150,000. 50% consistency rule still applies to all of them. You can pass it in 2 days or you can pass it in however many days you want. Nothing has absolutely changed. You can still trade them as they were. So the Express funded account, nothing has changed. There's been no updates except when you get funded, you can now pick the option to get paid in 3 days instead of 5 days. Very important. I think this is a really cool new feature. And I think a lot of people will get paid just in 3 days instead of 5 days. I really like this. So what will happen is when you pass the combine, you will be able to choose how you want to get funded. So you can go the regular route or you can go the XFA consistency route. You can get paid in 5 days or you can get paid in 3 days, but your best day cannot be above 40%. And they upped the limit on this. So you can take up to $6,000 per account per payout, 50% of your capital. I did actually reach out to Topstep support and I wanted to know what would happen if, let's say on my third day, I am above 40%. They said that your account will be fine, nothing, no breaches. You will still have your account, you will still have your balance, and you will have to keep trading until your best day is not above 40%. So if you hit the profit target the next day, you can get paid out on the fourth day. Still very simple. As long as your best day is not above 40%. I really like that. So as far as the express funded accounts, nothing really changed. Everything stayed the same, except they added the consistency path, which I think is really super nice. I think super simple, as I said. I think a lot of more people will start getting payouts. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that for the new traders that are just joining Topstep and you don't have the profit split yet. So if you don't know what profit split is, after you make your first $10,000 with Topstep, you will start having a profit split on your funded accounts. So you will get 90%, Topstep will get 10%. But they said that after you reach $10,000, they are giving you $1,000 bonus on your account. So I think that's super nice. A new update. I didn't have that back when I passed my 10,000. So it's definitely something that a lot of people found pretty cool. Now, the major updates that everybody's complaining about is the live funded account. Don't get me wrong. The company can do their own updates. They can do whatever they want, basically. It's their company. If you want to trade with your own money, go open a live account and trade with your own money. But if you're working with a company, you have to go by their rules. Now, with that being said, a lot of people are complaining about the live funded account changes. And a lot of those people not even touched the live account. They never even got a payout. So a lot of people complaining, make it to a live funded account first and then see how it is. If you don't like it, you can always use prop firms to find your own personal account. You can milk the simulated accounts as much as you want, but at the end of the day, if you want to be a real trader, you have to make it to a live funded account. If you want to make this your career and you want to make this your full-time job, you have to build, you have to protect your capital, manage your risk, follow the rules, and make it to a live funded account. So this is what your motivation should be going to live account is after 30 winning days, you unlock full access to the account balance and daily payouts. Guys, daily payouts is always the goal. Imagine making money and then requesting it the same day. It's mind-blowing. And then you get live performance bonuses too. You make $15,000, you get an extra 1,000. You make 20, you get 5,000, 50,000, 10,000. Like, why would you not want that? You want to be a full-time trader, you want to be a professional trader, this is the only path to go. So here's where a lot of people are complaining. What Topstep did is that if you have 5 funded accounts and you rent them up, you can only take up to $10,000 into your live funded account, and then the rest you have to unlock. So basically, on the $50,000 account, you will have to reach a $3,000 net profit to unlock an extra $10,000. First of all, let me tell you this. This is not bad at all, because if you become a live funded trader, you're basically a professional trader with a prop firm. I think so, at least. And if you blow through $10,000 in a live funded account, that means you should not be in a live funded account at all, because $3,000 to unlock an extra $10,000 is just a very small step towards becoming a better trader. There's absolutely no reason for you not to make that $3,000 to unlock $10,000. If you're running up the funded accounts, the express accounts, up to $50,000 in balances and $100,000 in balances, you're complaining about making $3,000 on a live funded account. And then if you end up blowing that $10,000, that's not your money. That's the company's money. The company is protecting themselves, which is understandable. Again, their company, their rules, they can do whatever you want. If you don't like it, you can always switch. If you're a real trader who protects their capital, manages their risk, there is absolutely zero reason why these updates should be making you mad. Another thing that they came out with is risk management. The PAP2 reduction is designed to help protect your live funded account during periods of drawdown. If your account balance takes a large drop from its highest balance, our risk team will review performance and may reach out with a shoulder tap. If your highest live balance drops by more than 30%, you will get a shoulder tap. The risk team will reach out to transition you to a shoulder tap express funded account with the goal of preserving our hard-earned capital. You'll remain in the shoulder tap express funded account until either 5 payouts and a risk review are completed or the account balance reaches 0. What do I think about that? I think that if you want to trade at the most professional level, this is this is not bad. At the end of the day, I think that this is the stuff that makes you a better trader. You need to protect your capital and manage your risk, the two most important things, and also mental discipline. So these are some of the updates that Topstep has implemented, which are not bad at all, guys. Most of them are applied to life funded accounts, and very few people make it to the life funded accounts anyway. And if you want to make it to the life funded account, you're going to have to follow the same rules that they implemented anyway, because only people who protect their capital, manage their risk, make it to the life funded account. That's why the percentage of people who even get a payout or make it to the life funded account is so small. Also, don't forget that until February 20th, which is tomorrow, you can still take 30% off all trading combines. Expires on 2/20/26. Use code climb higher. You can buy up to 5 trading combines with that discount. So if you found this video valuable, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.